Are you suffering from those hot flashes, those ones that make you feel like you're burning up from the inside out? If you are, then this video is for you. I'm going to share with you the 5 things that I did to help me go through that phase of my life where hot flashes seem to be ruling my world. So stick around and we'll be right back. My name is Deb Day and welcome back to the channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please click the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can stay tuned for all of the tips about what menopause means to us. There's a lot of things that we go through, but the primary thing that I had to deal with was the hot flashes. And there's 5 things that I wanted to go over with you. First thing that I had to do was to change the clothing that I wore. Now, I loved turtlenecks, but they were just too hot for me. But what I found is that shirts like this that were made of that jersey type material, for the runners we would know it as a technical material, and I often found those at sports stores, at Marshall's, TJ Maxx, Winners, something that didn't have a lot of logos, a little collar so I could wear it to the office. I found it kept me really cool. So I had to switch out some things that would retain that heat. Now the second one is I had to lose the sweaters and the jacket, but this is one of the things that I would wear. A wrap. I had several of these in my office, in my home, so that when I got hot, I could just slide it off my shoulders. And then when the hot flash is gone and you start to feel cold, one tip that I will give you is that your body does not adjust well due to menopause to temperature changes. So if you're in a hot flash and the jacket or the sweater comes off, hot flash is gone, you put it back on, and all of a sudden your body's going to heat up again. With the wrap, it was just easy to slide on. My arms weren't covered in material. If I found it wasn't quite right, I could just let it sit on my shoulders. If I was really cold, it was all wrapped up around, so I found there was so much flexibility. So get yourself a wrap if you don't have one already. The third thing is sprays. Now, I got this spray at my local pharmacy, and it is just one quick squirt in your face. I found it didn't, without overdoing it, it didn't have a lot of impact on my makeup, but it kept me cool, especially if I was getting ready to go into that meeting where I didn't want to be all covered in sweat. So my daughter also made me one. There's no label on this one, but it is a spray and there are essential oils. So if you go to one of your local health stores, you might be able to find one that's there. So for number 4, there is a towel that you can use. And my friend bought me this. It comes in a bottle like this. This one is put out by Therewell. It's wet. I wring it with cold water. Now, I've tried a couple of versions of these, and what you can do, kind of hard to describe what the material is, but if you just hold it on the back of your neck, you will find that that starts to cool you down as well. Now this particular one, once you wring it with cold water, this is supposed to last you for 4 hours, so it's a great thing to have at your desk, or take it with you, toss it in your bag if you have enough room, and it is wonderful. Wonderful. Now the one thing you do have to be careful of though is if you have one that doesn't wring out really well, or you want to wear it around your neck, you will find that it wets your clothing. So you might not appreciate that if you're about to go into a meeting or with somebody and you find that your clothes are a little wet. So here is the 5th thing: your shoes or socks or both. Now I love wearing my boots and little dress boots, but I find I had to let those go. So what I did is I had shoes that I could slide off easily off my feet, so that would help cool me down. So if you're wearing a pantyhose, or even if you're sliding on shoes where you don't need to wear anything, you can go barefoot, that's great. And if you're in a boardroom meeting or at your desk someplace where there is a metal leg on the table or on your chair, I would just slide my shoe off under the table and rest my bare foot against that metal, and the cold metal helped either slow down or avert that hot flash, or at least not have it nearly as bad. So I'm hoping that those tips are helpful for you. So please, again, if you haven't subscribed, click the red button, click the notification bell, drop me a like, drop me a comment and let me know how you deal with those hot flashes and if you have any questions. But remember, at the end of the day, all of these little tips go towards helping us feel better as we're going through this change in our life, because our goal is to be the healthiest version of ourselves possible and to live one kick-ass life. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video.